G'day guys, thanks for visiting Richard's Corner. My name is Richard. Today we've got a haul reveal with items found from my friends over at the Value Villages here in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. If you haven't visited Richard's Corner before, my aim for this channel is mostly thrifty collecting. So basically that's me going to all kinds of thrifty stores and shops and trying to find these awesome collectibles for much less than retail. So I do haul reveals on books, toys, movies, games, anything that really tickles my fancy, speaks to my inner geek, or to my old childhood. So I hope you enjoyed today's visit, and today's episode shows off these awesome little items. I've got a Mr. Incredible, I've got Shrek, I've got a Monsters Inc. toy, I've got somebody from Zootopia, and I've also got a Transformer in there. Really awesome figures, all for a whole $2.99 from my friends over at the Value Village today. So I hope you enjoy what we're going to do today. I'm going to put them on my tabletop, do some online pricing so you can sort of see how far ahead I got as far as finding these for only $2.99. So why don't we take a closer look at what we have today. So as you can see here, we have the haul laid out for us here. We've got 6 figures in total. For a total of $2.99 that I spent over at at Value Village, and for keeping all 6 figures, that works out to be about 50 cents a figure. Now, why is that significant for us viewers? Because I show all of the online pricing near the bottom, and I basically compare what these things are being sold for or trying to be sold for on eBay. So comparing that to what I paid for at Value Village, I'm hoping that you guys can see where thrifting collecting really pays off, because I paid so much less than what people are asking for on eBay. So let's start off with this awesome 2017 character. Now this is from McDonald's. This is a Despicable Me 3 character, and this is Gru on his hydrocycle. Now the reason why I stress his is because yesterday, I'm going to link that video up here, I actually revealed Lucy on her own hydrocycle, and I'm not sure if Lucy has a launcher as well, but Gru's figure does come with a launcher normally, but as a display figure, I think it's actually really cool. Now that I've got Lucy and Gru together, I can put them side by side on a Despicable Me display and really show it off. So it's nice that the bikes aren't the same. Her hydrocycle is a little bit different from this one, and now that I'm thinking about it, I think her hydrocycle was actually a pullback versus this one, which actually comes in a launcher normally. Either way, the bikes aren't exactly the same, which makes it even better that they're not just reused molds, then they just slap a different figure on it. It is a different figure. The shape of his position is different than her, so they really did put some thought into the detailing for this awesome little figure. So again, this is Gru from 2017 Despicable Me 3 McDonald's toys, him on his hydrocycle. Pretty awesome detailing. Even the scarf is textured, but overall just a simple but effective character as far as depicting Gru from the animated feature there. Really nice. Look at that. Moving right along to our Transformer here. I have hauled this before. It's a 2015 Sideswipe from Transformers Robots in Disguise, McDonald's Happy Meal series. Now again, this one has a button on the back that actually spins his fist, like that. It doesn't come with an accessory, but with the way his hand is positioned, it looks like he would be holding something, so that spinning action would sort of twirl whatever it is that he would normally be carrying. Again, he has kind of a staggered stance, which is kind of interesting, but it's kind of neat to have a double of this. I'm not sure if you guys are into this, but I'm really into army building, so which means that I usually pick up multiples of different characters and then display them all in sequence, much like the old Stormtrooper displays that I've seen on Google and such, where people show off their Star Wars collection. It's basically multiples of the same toy, just shown in army fashion. So army building is really popular with collectors, and for me, being a thrifty shopper, if I find doubles, it's actually really cool because I love making my own little army at in a thrifty way. So again, this is a 2015 Sideswipe from Transformers Robots in Disguise, the McDonald's Happy Meal series. Pretty awesome. Now this very familiar person is Shrek, obviously. This particular one is from Shrek the Third from 2007. Again, another McDonald's toy, and you can just sort of see this gigantic figure. I think he's about 6 inches tall. Yeah, just under, actually, 5.5 inches tall. And he I just love like when characters from McDonald's come in this size, they really do put a lot of effort into the detailing here. I'm glad that the light catches this because you can just sort of see the texture that they put into his vest, as well as his cloth clothing here, and then you got his awesome pants and boots here, the very very simple boots that are also he doesn't need any real leather boots like us humans do, because he is an ogre. But what a smile. Look at that. I love that look on his face. Yeah, there we go. You sort of see the boots are nicely detailed as well, with some cross hatching and really nice cross hatching detail in the clothing here as well. So like not everyone's a fan of these Happy Meal toys, but I just love the detail they put into them. I mean, like the eyebrows, the expression, the molded face here. Very little articulation in this, like the arms move, neck moves, nothing in the feet or anything. And this was a talking one, I guess. He does have it on the on switch, but I don't. Oh, there's the button there, but he's not talking. So I'm not sure what he might have been saying from Shrek 3, but this was a talking toy, obviously, at one point. So regardless, I mean, Shrek is a lovable character. I love that I have one of these now. A 2007 Shrek, the third Shrek character from McDonald's Happy Meals. Look at that. Now, this awesome dude is from 2005, another McDonald's toy, Mr. Incredible from The Incredibles. This is a 6-inch figure, and I just love his classic battle stance here. He looks really good there. I like if you've seen The Incredibles, you know that he's kind of like this oddly proportioned character, but he really is he has a huge heart as a father and a husband, but he really longs for the days of being a superhero, and he enlists himself into a program that tests out super weapons, and he finds out that he's actually testing out a super weapon made by his arch enemy. So this is an awesome rendition of him in his red uniform. Later on in the movie, he looks really that's a really great mold there. A little bit of scuffing on his paint. I mean, obviously, it's a well-loved toy. It was from 2005, so it is a bit old. This one doesn't have any kind of switch on it to sort of suggest any kind of talking, so it literally was just a 6-inch action figure. So not bad for McDonald's, though. It is done very well. Very minimalistic lines on the body. There's no texture to muscle, to his muscle detail, other than the bulkiness of his stature here. But that's just the way he was in the cartoon. So it was in the movie. So I think it's representing him very well. Again, 2005, Mr. Incredible from The Incredibles, McDonald's Happy Meal toys. Look at that. Moving right along to this really awesome Monsters Inc. character. Now, this is Mr. Waternoose. Henry Waternoose, the person who runs Monsters Inc. And this is just a crazy, crazy McDonald's figure. I can't believe this is actually from McDonald's. According to eBay, this is a 2001 figure, and the reason why I'm so impressed by this is just the amount of detail. First of all, look at the texture in his vest, his tie, the awesome pinstriping in his suit, obviously his face with the multiple eyes. He is creepy in a charming kind of way, but this is what really impresses me here, the ball joints in all of the feet. So he's completely, well, I shouldn't say completely posable, but there's articulation in every leg. So it really impresses me that the legs are all completely posable, right? You can, like, they are limited to just the clockwise direction here. It only goes in that circle, but still being able to individually pose the legs is quite a bit of extra articulation for a McDonald's toy. So I find this as one of my chases today, because I don't actually have Mr. Waternoose, and I've run into a lot of Sully, I've seen a lot of Mike Wazowski, and even a lot of the co-workers, and even some of the students from Monsters University, but Mr. Waternoose this is my very first one, so this is really, really awesome. Again, really bulky, like a little bit weighty here. I'm just going to pull out a ruler to say how wide it is. He's about 4.5, almost 5 inches wide, so really weighty and meaty character, just really cool. So sorry, I'm getting a little bit fanboy on this, because this is just a very unique figure. I've never really seen one like this before. Had no idea that he was made as a McDonald's toy. So it's very exciting for me to have it. So again, this is a 2001 Monsters Inc. toy, Mr. Waternoose, from the McDonald's Happy Meal line. Look at that. as we get him into focus here. This character kind of deceived me at first. Very, very awesome detailing. The only minus to this particular find is that his tail has been bitten or chewed or broken off. It is unfortunate, but because I normally display him like this anyway, that is okay. If you don't recognize him, this is actually Chief Bogo, from the movie Zootopia. Now, I thought that this may be a McDonald's figure or some sort, but this is not. It's actually a Funko mystery vinyl mini. So it comes in a blind bag, a Zootopia blind bag, and this usually retails for about $8 or $10, but because of its not rarity, but I mean because you don't see them very often on eBay, it's selling for much more than that, as I'm going to put it on the bottom here. But look at the awesome detail. I love his eyes. I love his expression. He's a little bit leaner here than he is in the cartoon, I have to say, but this is a really good representation of him. Really nice lines on him. He's not overly detailed, but most Funko Pops, when they're representing cartoon characters, usually are a little bit more minimalistic. That's what I mean to say. But look, that's just a really awesome figure. I love the brows. I love how that looks. I love the paint scheme. It's very well painted. Really nice, badge uniform here. Sorry, I'm going to get him back in focus there. Yeah, this is just a really good rendition of him. So this is probably ends up being, like, although Mr. Waternoose was my chase, this is probably a more sought after figure online. So really fortunate to find a Funko mystery mini from Zootopia. This is, again, Chief Bogo. Really awesome way to end off my haul today. So this is Richard from Richard's Corner signing off for this wonderful haul from my friends over at the Value Village here in Winnipeg, Manitoba, Canada. Hope you enjoyed sort of seeing how me paying 50 cents per figure from the $2.99 package of 6 figures here compared to all the online pricing, and realizing that this was a really awesome haul. I mean, had I paid any of that online pricing, I would have paid so much more for these awesome figures. And I just don't want to. That's why I do my thrifty collecting, because I am a family guy. I'm on a budget, and for me to enjoy buying and hunting for and buying my toys, I have to do it this way. And I'm finding so many awesome things, and I hope that you've been following the channel. If you haven't already, please check out the haul playlist I've carded above, and you can sort of see even more of the haul reveals that I've been doing over the past months. So thanks again for visiting Richard's Corner, guys. I'm going to wish you happy hunting and happy collecting, and hope that all of your thrifty finds are equally awesome. I hope you'll hit like and subscribe so that you stay in touch with me and know what is new and happening here on my channel. And please also hit that little bell icon so that you are instantly notified when something new has been uploaded. I so appreciate your visit, guys. I appreciate your likes, your subs, your comments, the love that you bring into Richard's Corner. I so can't be here without you. So again, Richard for Richard's Corner signing off for now. Stay tuned for another video. We will see you next time. Thanks for visiting Richard's Corner, guys.